In the run-up to Nigeria's 2015 general elections, a lot of attention was paid to conversations on social media, measuring which politicians were trending in search volume and counting retweets and followers. Politicians took steps to reach out to voters online and on social media.
I would say that social media really helped Nigerians in Nigeria and Nigerians outside Nigeria to get more information about the 2015 election. And I would say that before elections started, people already started getting information about what's going to happen. Like, I would say a prediction basically of what the election was going to look like for 2015, and people were also learning a lot of things that has to do with Nigerian elections. Also got to know about the candidates on social media. That was really key, because I guess each party, really pushed their candidates out, from the presidency to the governorship to the House of Rep and the senators. They were actually sharing their profiles on social media, and that I would not know if I don't know who I'm going to vote for, during the coming election. So social media really helped in that aspect.
Social media has always been a forum for people to interact, and definitely for this period, starting from October last year, the key discussion has always been about who would be or who are going to be our next leaders at all levels: the governors, the one in the legislature, the president. And so social media became a talking point, discussion point about all of these things. And also because you know that a large percentage of young Nigerians form a big typical part of the voting bloc on social media. So politicians, policymakers, campaign organizers were able to tap into that, to sell their candidates, to put up their information out there, and also to convince people effectively about their candidates of choice. And I think it was effective. I think all the stakeholders, right from the citizens themselves, also from people who were also the politicians themselves, or even the campaign organizers, the media, INEC, the electoral offices, the international organization, civil society. Everybody was able to effectively use social media to reach out to their audience and foster engagement in discussions.
Facebook, for instance, served as a platform for young and old. Many first-time voters posted updates and opinions on their candidates of choice.
What I did on the social media was just to get on the updates of what was going during the election.
While older people saw a ready medium of campaigning for their candidates, they seized the platform to analyze the state of the nation and the outgoing government.
If you look at the president, for instance, almost every poll that was run prior to the election showed that the current incoming president, General Muhammadu Buhari, was going to be declared winner. From the one done by even the special advisor to the president himself, social media Redmond Mockery, clearly showed the thought pattern of people around this election.
And do you think it's the social media that actually influence voters, or you just feel it's their choice of change?
Yeah, it's like a sample. Social media is a microcosm of society. It's like a sample of society. And so I know a lot of people will say election are not one of social media, but this election has proven so that you can get some pattern understanding about where this might possibly tilt to.
According to a Twitter study, 3,000 respondents aged between 18 to 34 years, while on Facebook over 21 million interactions, posts, comments and likes about the general election since the beginning of this year. Users were visiting the microblogging platform to actively look for information and biography of their candidates of choice.
Basically, you get to see a young Nigerian who has a mobile phone on social media. It's either the person is on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and there the party members or the party crew were actually sharing profiles of their candidates on social media. So that really helped us to connect more with each candidate on social media.
The social media, like a two-sided coin, was also greatly abused by the users, as some electorate posted malicious comments about candidates of other political parties.
This election gave Nigeria the period of hope. However, there were unnecessary comments from people that I feel are not enlightened enough to use the social media. And this, of course, at some point got me upset. But as a matured Nigerian and a civilized Nigerian, I didn't really bother myself about people's reaction. I only felt they were not well educated about electioneering and democracy.
While the 2015 election saw a glimpse of social media being used, observers say 2019 election will see a greater use of social media electioneering.
I would say social media will become more bigger in the next election because you need it to set the mood of society most times. You need to set the mood to get some correctness. And from that point, there's Supreme Court to now reach out to larger society. Because from that point, you can have discussions, and because it's an no holds barred space. So things you feel you don't want to talk about, your clients, and people come at you and you have to give responses about that. So I think it will be more bigger. I think more political officers, more political office holders or aspirants will latch on social media. The elections will not finally be won there. You still need to go out and campaign and solve this from people on the street, but you can use that to set the mood and get some level of leverage ahead for them.
Not only that, it would encourage more and more users to come out and volunteer in all these areas. As of now, it was more of the urban educated youth that did the volunteering. By then, it would be more inclusive. Diabo Ajayi, reporting for AIT Infotech Network.